Alright, this video is titled Thank You, Buddy Lee. Alright, so I got a very interesting story to tell today, and one of the biggest things to happen to FMK, probably since I started, and Buddy Lee, how did I find out about Buddy Lee? Well, Buddy Lee, I found out about him because I was shopping around for jump ropes when I first, this was years ago, maybe like 8 years ago, shop around for jump ropes that were quality, and a lot of the jump ropes out there were just garbage. They keep tangling up on you, and I keep throwing ropes out over and over again, and you can't really get a good rhythm. And then I looked into the market, on Amazon, to figure out what is the best rope that you could get. And then I found out that the best rope that you could get is this Buddy Lee Olympic rope. It looks like this. Okay, it's more expensive than the regular ropes, but I think it's well worth the money because the other ropes, cheap ropes, cost about $10. These cost about $30, maybe $40, but it's well worth the money because it lasts you, for a very long time. Doesn't tangle up on you, gets you the good rhythm, good speed, and you can just do so many different things with it. And it's the Olympic jump rope. And it's signed by Buddy Lee. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it's signed by Buddy Lee. He's an Olympian. He won the gold medals in jump rope, and he's like the elite jump rope person out there that created this jump rope with this special swiveling technology that doesn't make it tangle up on you. So I found out about that jump rope because I was shopping around for jump ropes, and this is what I found. Ever since then, this is the only ropes that I use. I have my students use it. I've made videos promoting the jump rope. That was the most that I knew about Buddy Lee. That was maybe about 7-8 years ago, but I never saw him jump rope, back then. I just knew about this jump rope, and I knew it was just high quality. I didn't know what race he was back then. Buddy Lee, I didn't know, I don't know if he was white, black, Asian, whatever, right? So then, I'm training my martial arts, and then years pass by, and then I'm looking at, jump rope books, and then I saw his picture. It's a black guy. He had a jump rope book out there teaching people how to jump rope, and I didn't buy the book, but I saw it on Amazon, and then I still haven't seen him yet, on the videos. And then recently, just about not even a year ago, maybe like 6 months ago, I finally took the opportunity to look him up on YouTube, and I saw him jump roping, for the first time on YouTube, on some videos, and I was just absolutely amazed by what he was able to do with the jump rope. It was just amazing, I was just like, wow, Then I had my students look at the videos that he was jump roping, and all my students were just completely amazed as well. Since then, my students and myself have been trying to increase our speed in the jump rope, and we all have gotten better, but not nearly as good as what he was able to do. So what ended up happening was I ended up creating a video talking about how great he is in jump roping, and I was basically making a promotional video about these jump ropes and how just amazing his jump roping ability is, and just how the things he was saying in the videos, how I felt that it was kind of like representing the spiritual in the martial arts, because he mentioned like using the jump rope as a way of like bettering yourself, body, mind, and spirit, and that's exactly what I do with the martial arts. I felt that we had that type of common connection right there when he mentioned that in the video. So that happened, and I made this video talking about him, and then just like 2 days ago, literally, somebody calls me on the phone, and usually I never answer phone calls that are outside of Illinois because, I've gotten a lot of hate mail, and I've gotten a lot of angry people calling me and leaving nasty messages, and basically I got people that don't like me, and I just don't like to get stressed out over the hatred of people out there. So unfortunately, I don't really answer many phone calls. I don't answer any phone calls outside of Illinois. But this number that called looked like it was from Illinois, but it actually wasn't. It was just off by one digit. I ended up answering the phone, and when I answered the phone, the person that called me was Buddy Lee. And I was just completely, like, you know, in shock, that somebody like him would even call me. And he's basically thanking me for the video that I made and just basically giving me positive encouragement to continue on to do what I'm doing. We ended up talking for about 25 minutes, and he was like sharing his ideas with me and about, giving me some tips on, how to, reach out to people and reaching out to the kids. And, we had so many things in common as far as the way that we would think. And he even shared with me information that I didn't even know about him. He was saying that not only was he a gold medalist in the Olympics for jump roping, but he was also like gold medalist in like wrestling as well. And that was his main thing, was wrestling, and he would just basically use the jump rope as a way to warm up for wrestling. And I didn't know that. And then he also told me that he has like combat experience as well, that he's trained in martial arts, and then he also told me that he was inspired by Bruce Lee a lot as well. And I didn't know that either. But just all this information I was learning about him, and it's just kind of like, he told me he was 58 years old, and it was just, I told him, like, he looks like he's like 40, he doesn't look 58 at all, and we're basically talking about, positivity and expression, and I just told him that I really look up to him and what he's done and the things he's accomplished, and how I feel that he's like a symbol, like a representation of what martial arts should be. Like you train in the martial arts, but then, you have great power to hurt people, but then rather than hurting people, you decide to transform that power into something more peaceful and artistic and creative. And I felt that, his jump roping is exactly what I feel martial arts should be, just kind of like demonstrating your skill and abilities without having to hurt people. And then when he's jump roping, you can see how much attention he gets from people all over. They just watch in amazement, and I really like the peaceful aspect of the jump rope, and it's just amazing to be able to meet somebody, talk to somebody like that. That's the biggest thing that happened to me, actually, since having my YouTube channel up, is having somebody that has achieved so much and is so well known out there actually contact me, and encourage me to continue to do what I'm doing, and it also shows me how important it is for me to be very attentive to everything that I put out there to the public, as far as like my expression is concerned, as far as videos, as far as anything that I say on YouTube, anything I say on Facebook, anything I say on my blog. I mean, because you don't know who's watching, and it's just like you have the power to share positive energy with people. And for him to give that call out to me just really gives me inspiration to know that if I keep going at it, maybe I can reach out to more people out there and try to make a positive change, because that's what he's doing. He travels all over the world, different states, different countries. He said he just came back from China, teaching a bunch of people how to jump rope, and he's taught thousands and thousands of people how to get better at jump rope. And he told me that he was jump roping, with the President of the United States. He did a performance for him. He said that he met Muhammad Ali and all these famous people and well-known people out there he's connected with, through his jump roping. And I feel that he's the type of person who's making that positive change step by step. It's not like big like UFC where it's like $1 billion industry. It's like himself going out there and just influencing and inspiring people step by step, thousands of people, but through his own efforts. This is not like Bruce Lee going into Hollywood. This is not like a fighter going into the UFC. This is like a person who's accomplished so much through his own hard work, and then after all those accomplishments, he's still going out working hard to influence and inspire people through his art. You know, and I really respect his art because it's so peaceful. It's just, you can see the skill and technique in it. I mean, for example, like Mayweather is very good at boxing, but Mayweather's really good at roping as well, but not nearly, like he's just nothing compared to what Buddy Lee could do with the jump rope. You know, Buddy Lee pretty much just transformed his combative training into something a lot more peaceful and artful. You know, he could have very easily become a boxer, a fighter, and hurt people, you know, for fame and attention and money, but he chose to harness his skills and his abilities into something more artistic and peaceful, like jump roping. And that's essentially what I'm trying to do with the martial arts. Is like, yes, I train in combat. Yes, I have the ability to hurt people if I want to, but I choose to use my skills and talents to express it in more peaceful ways. You know, like maybe just demonstrating, you know, strength, you know, exercises, flexibility, speed, and sparring in a safe way. But, you know, making drill, doing drills and doing choreographed, you know, fight scenes, or just things that are more, you know, more safe, you know, and more peaceful. And that's what I choose to do with my talents, you know. And I told him, you know, like, it was big to have to talk to him, because to me it's almost like Bruce Lee calling me himself, you know, and telling me, you know, from up above to say, hey, you know what, keep doing what you're doing the right thing, don't stop. And that's exactly what Buddy Lee was telling me. And I don't think it's a coincidence that there's Bruce Lee, his last name's Lee, me, my last name is Freddie Lee, and then Buddy Lee, his last name's Lee as well. I don't think that's just a coincidence. I think that, you know, we're all here to support each other. You know, he was inspired by Bruce Lee, I was inspired by Bruce Lee. I have been inspired by him, you know, by Buddy Lee, and you know, he has seen my video and he supports me, you know, and that's big to me, you know. And I noticed that, like, I rarely ever support people that are living. I always like mentioning names of people that have already passed away, like Bruce Lee, Tupac, Socrates, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. I'm always talking about people that have passed away, Osho, Lao Tzu, Buddha, but rarely do I ever even provide compliments and positive energy for people that are living. And I notice, and even he mentioned, you know, this is something that I need to do more often, because I need the support of positive people in my life. And to get the support from him, you know, through that one phone call, it just means a lot, you know. And I just want to keep promoting his work and his art as well. You know, he has websites out there, he has an Instagram, you know, he's doing a lot of different things. He has like certification programs for the jump roping, you know, and like he's doing a lot of things, you know. And his work is what I want to promote within my own work, and I just want to keep continuing to do what I'm doing. And you know, I really do hope to keep networking with people like Buddy Lee and other people out there who's built such a, you know, have built themselves up to so much success. I think that, you know, that we need to support each other. And, you know, and his ideas and what he was telling me, he was agreeing with me, and he was basically supporting my ideas as far as like expressing peace, you know, through the martial arts, not violence, you know, not going out there hurting each other. He was talking about like how you need to have like self-restraint and control. You know, that once you train in the martial arts, you're supposed to have that discipline to control yourself and not to, you know, hurt people and become violent just because you can. You know, so, you know, I'm very thankful, you know, that he called me, and I wanted to make this video to thank him. Hopefully the video reaches out to him, but I just wanted to create some more positive energy out there to promote his work and to show, you know, that I'm not alone out there. There's a lot of people that feel the way that I feel when it comes to the society needing to promote martial arts with more peace, you know, and to do, you know, more positive things that are to help you live longer. You know, I talked to him about that as well. You know, he's 58 years old, he's in great shape and super talented, and to me that's what Kung Fu and martial arts is all about. It's supposed to be helping you to live longer, you know, helping you to become more peaceful, to become more meditative, you know, and better your health, you know, not to destroy your health and die early and things like that. No, like, but to live longer, you know, and protect your brain cells and just basically head towards peace. You know, so very thankful, and I hope to, you know, that this won't be the last time that I talk to him, but I definitely want to keep bringing up his name in, you know, future videos as well, to keep promoting his work as I promote my own, and as he continues to reach out to more people out there. Essentially, he's promoting my work as well, because I see that we're on the same team, you know, we're on the same side. We are trying to promote positivity to this world. And he also mentioned about haters and how he gets hatred as well, and that he has to move on from that and just not let that distract him from his way. And I told him the things that I went through, and I think it's just, you know, I'm very, you know, it's amazing how I even picked up that phone call, because normally I wouldn't, and then it just happened to be him. That's what I noticed. It's like, if I shut out everybody in this world, if I shut out all the haters, automatically I'm going to be shutting out the positive people out there as well. And that's a shame. You know, and normally I don't answer phone calls from outside of the state, but just that one day I ended up accidentally answering that phone call, and it happened to be him. You know, so I'm thankful that I answered the phone call. I'm thankful that he called me, and I'm thankful that there's somebody else out there that really sees what I see, especially somebody that has accomplished so much in his life. You know, to me, I really do feel like he is like the living Bruce Lee contacted me saying, hey, you know what you're doing is right. Keep doing what you're doing. I support you. To me, having him call me is almost like having either Bruce Lee or even Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, call me if he was still alive and say, you know what, Freddie, you're doing the right thing. My father would be proud of you for what you're doing. Just keep going, keep doing it. Don't stop. And that's what Buddy Lee was telling me, and that meant so much to me, you know. So I just want to end this video with some of the tips that he told me as far as my jump roping techniques are concerned, and I just want to share it with everybody out there. So, here we go. So basically what he said was, you need to make sure that the rope is not too long. He said in the video that he saw, the rope was way too long. He said maybe around, you should step in the middle of the rope, and it should be maybe around where your shoulders are. If you're really good, it could even be up to here. But I'm not that good, so it's here. But before, it was just like way too high up there. But right here, about the shoulders. He said to spin this like really, really quick, and you know, basically use a lot more wrists, and don't jump very little off the ground. He said go like maybe 5 reps at high speed, stop, another 5 reps at high speed, stop, and then another 5 reps at high speed and stop, to kind of train you to really go like super fast. Okay, see how I do here. Very tiring. As you can see, there's a lot of work for me to get better at it. But I'll put some links below to his videos and it's his website. But definitely amazing workout, cost efficient, extremely related and relevant to the martial arts, boxing, kickboxing, whatever, wrestling, football. This will better any athlete in what they do, basketball. If you can get good at this, then it's gonna be an amazing thing, you know. Let me try it one more time. Not gonna do any better than that right now. But you get it how it goes. Thank you, Buddy Lee, once again for everything.